My next guest is all the way up. So if you have some questions for her, send them now because I'm welcoming to the show Miss Remy Ma. How are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm happy to be back.
I'm very happy to have you. Now, unfortunately, we know we had to miss you last week, but we want to make sure everything's okay. Is everybody good on
everyone's good. My mom is at my house. She's been at my house for like almost 2 weeks now. I haven't killed myself. I haven't killed her. She's, slated to stay for another 2 weeks, and I don't know if she's gonna make it.
Okay.
I don't know if she's gonna make it.
I understand. I have a mom too. Sorry, Mom. I know she's out there watching.
No, it's crazy though, and it's like her and Papoose, my husband, are like tag teaming me on every single thing, and he's just happy that he finally has somebody that he feels like I can't contest because like I really can't say anything because it's my mom, but. It's hard. It's really difficult.
Got you. It's okay, but we're just happy to know that everything is good.
Yeah, everything is good now. But that's the root of all my problems.
I understand. We can talk more about that off camera, girl, because I totally understand. Now, you also have a new song that just dropped, Cookin', with Fat Joe and French Montana. Yes. And now, as you've evolved as a woman, of course, and grown and matured, has your approach to your creative process changed at all?
I don't think so. I just do it. Like, it's kind of. Not trying to, brag anything, but it's kind of effort.
No, it's okay. That's your talent. That's your skill, girl.
I write it and I lay it down. I don't really try to put too much extra thought in it. Unless, like, I'm on a song with somebody that I think is, like, going to try to go in. I'm like, hold on, let me really sit down for this one. Because when this song is played and said and done, they got to be like, Rem went in. So
she killed it.
Yeah.
Her verse was the best verse.
Exactly. That's my goal every time.
I get it, and I enjoyed watching you on the VH1 Honors. It was all about the ladies. Was there anybody that night that you were looking forward to meeting or seeing? It was like your fan moment? Any particular artist?
I wanted to see Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
And then and the crazy thing is, she saw me first. She was like, "Hey, girl!" Like I was like,
you look around like, did she just say my name? Did she know me?
Right, we were at rehearsals, so I'm watching her rehearse and I'm waiting. I'm like, as soon as she comes off, I'm gonna position myself so that when she gets off, she has to see me. And she was like on stage, like, I'm lit.
Was that your favorite moment of the night?
Yeah. Well, that and just the actual performance, because when we were rehearsing, I didn't know that I was opening the show. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm in my dressing room, and they're like, "Well, you have to do red carpet, and you have to rush back." I'm like, "Why? Like, what are you talking?" They was like, "Well, you're the first thing that starts." I'm like, "You mean like as soon as the credits roll?" And they're like, "It comes up." They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, oh, "Okay, no pressure there."
No pressure.
But once I got started, it was like really cool and it was fun, and Missy was happy. It's like one thing to perform your own song, but when you're performing someone else's song, and they're there, it's just like
a little bit
and
more
then
pressure.
I still couldn't figure out what she says on Work It, which is like, I
think everybody's trying to figure that out. We all make up our own words at that part.
But I'm like, so y'all not gonna give me the lyrics? Nobody's gonna tell me the words. So y'all just want me to go up there and say what I've been saying for all these years?
So is that what you did? It worked. It works.
I'm like, I'm sure no one, I came to the conclusion that I'm sure no one knows what she really says. But Mona Scott, who was her manager, she was like, she says work it backwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's an exclusive right there. Essence Lab. Say work it backwards. So who inspires you, male or female, MCs or any particular artist whenever you're creating? Who inspires you?
You know what? It changes throughout the years. Like I've always been a fan, of like people like Jay-Z and the Locks and DMX and Mace. Like that's the whole era that I grew up when I was in junior high school and I was watching them do what they do, like real lyrics and people like with their own individual style. Like if you heard a song, you know if it was DMX, you know if it was Jay, because you know if it was Mace. Like everybody had their own little lane, as opposed to now where it's kind of like everyone sounds the same. But throughout the years, I've added people to that. Like I love Drake, I love Lil Wayne, and there's females that I like too, but I just think I'm better than them, so I don't really.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And that is.
So it's not like I sit there and I'm like, how can I do that but better? All right, cool.
But that's a good competitive spirit. I mean, any athlete would do it. Nobody would look at that.
Right, but I don't. You know what's so crazy? I really don't compare my people. Like as a female rapper, I really don't compare myself just to girls. I look at who's the top at all, period, and most of the time it's men.
Right.
And I'm like, yep, I'm going after him. Yep, thank you. Watch your back.
I'm gonna do it. Boop. And look cute in a fabulous heel. Because I'm loving your shoe game.
Thank
I was so excited to hear that you and Papoose are returning to Love and Hip Hop New York. Because I have to tell you, after the last time you were here, everyone in the office were like, I want to relationship just like that. They're the cutest couple I've ever seen.
He's here. He's back there probably.
Why do you
hi, babe.
Oh, hi, Papoose. Oh, hi. Why do you think everyone's so obsessed with y'all's relationship?
You know what? I think that it's very rare that you find somebody that you feel genuinely loves somebody. Like, I feel like because what we have is real, it shows. And it's not for TV, it's not for the public eye. This is just what we do. And a lot of times in our society and our community, it's very rare that you find that type of diehard loyalty and love and support in someone, you know. And he gets, you know, all the praise because, you know, he's the guy, and, you know, guys don't do that. And like, but you know, every now and then I run into somebody that be like, the way you love him is just, I'd be like, thank you. Someone notices that.
Exactly. That the ladies, like, hello.
I mean, if he waited all these years for me, he said, I gotta be doing something right somewhere along the line.
I don't know. You can sell that in a book. You could definitely sell that in a book. Now we have a fan question for you, Kayla. Who do we have, girlfriend?
First, lots of love from fans, and they love your outfit. They love everything you're wearing.
Thank you.
Angie Jones wants to know, how does it feel returning back to the game with the absence of femcees and in an industry overly dominated by men?
I would probably say that with so many men that there are females. It's just we don't really get that light that we need. So I feel like, and you know, no disrespect at all, but what Nicki was doing was amazing, but she was doing it so huge that I feel like it made other females feel like they couldn't compete. Like, I used to be sitting there like, so no one's gonna put out any songs, no one's gonna like try to do anything. And I feel like with me coming into the game, people feel like they can like do what I'm doing. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I don't feel like I'm so far out of reach. Like, even I look at Nicki Minaj, I'm like, okay, she's beautiful. She's like has this gorgeous body, and she makes these huge records. And even though I make good records, and I don't think I'm ugly at all, I just feel like people feel like I'm more of like the girl next door. Like, you know, where they can maybe like, well, Rem could do it. Okay, then I could do it. Like, especially after coming through so many hurdles and trials and tribulations and adversities, and able to still be successful. It makes people feel like they can do it. So I think that we will be seeing more, because now that I look and I'm really actually actively looking to see other females, I see more that are kind of like me that are coming out, as opposed to people feeling like they have to try to reach this unattainable, you know, level.
What level do you see yourself reaching? Like, when you think about where you want your career to go, what does that look like?
You know, I care about it, and I think it's something that, you know, I enjoy to do, but I just let it, whatever happens. Like, my goal is to just mainly make sure that my family is stable and my home life is what I wanted and needed to be. Like, that's my main happiness, and that's something that I learned at being away, because before I used to focus so much on, I gotta make it to this level and I gotta make this amount of money, and I wanna buy this and I wanna do this. But when I couldn't do anything, those are not the things that I was worried about. Those are not the things I didn't care about my car, I didn't care about my house, my hair, nothing. Like, I cared about my son and my husband, and, you know, going to the zoo and going to the park and just doing like normal family things. So, you know, as far as my career, I work on it and I work hard at it, but that's not something that I just put before everything like I used to do.